What's up, everybody? It's Greg Cherry here with the weekly live stream. The longest reigning wrestling trivia challenge champion in history. Just sending out my last tweets and whatnot before finally getting those over here. Let's get this right there. Cool. So now I can have this streaming. I can link all this fun stuff. Where's live chat? Come on, live chat, work it. There you go. Alright. So what's up, everybody? I promised, actually, we're going to kick off the stream with a special spin. Ken terminated by Google. I'm so sorry, champ. If I wasn't a former 24/7 no DQ champion, I would so give you a $10 super chat. Well, guess what? That's something special because the no DQ 24/7 championship is on the line. So congratulations, Ken. You are the new no DQ 24/7 champion. For those that don't know the rules, $5 super chat or more gets you the championship reign. So I actually have a spreadsheet to keep track of that. So I'm going to mark that down and terminate by Google. So first reign, and I'm going to keep track of how much is donated to as far as the reigns go and whatnot. But we have our first champion. Well, that's awesome. I guess that makes you a two-time champ. But I do want to kick off this stream. I do want to make note of the fact that I'll get to you guys as our chats in a minute. I just wanted to make sure something right here. I closed out the messenger. That's my fault. I do have a spin that I have to deliver right off the top here. And this goes to Darren Albowitz. Darren Abelowitz, I think that's how the name goes. He actually, due to winning the Super Chats, or due to winning the 24/7 championship the most times with the most money, he actually earned himself a spin off the Wheel of Pennsaid. I don't know if he's here, but if he is, then this is his spin. And if he wins a shirt, I'll contact him just based off that. But I do want to get the spin in place. There's the wheel right in front of me. Hopefully that's a better shot than you normally get. So, oh yeah, that looks beautiful. So here we go. Here is the spin of the Wheel of Pennsaid, and this is for Darren. And we landed on an entrance. So there you go. Landing on an entrance. So I don't know if Darren is a part of this stream. I'm going to give him a couple minutes here, just in case he's not. If he's not, then I'll pass off the entrance to somebody else. He earned the spin, but I'll pass it off to somebody else in the event that he's not in the chat. So we'll get to that when we get to it. But entrance is the first choice, so I will be doing an entrance. So let me get to your chat here. I didn't even plug in my mouse. Go me. Wired mouse. Straight out of the mix. There you are, Darren. You actually just missed your spin. I spun an entrance for you, brother. So you get to choose which wrestler's entrance I get to perform. So that's totally up to you. And the 24/7 championship is on the line. Ken became the first 24/7 champion this stream. So there you go. You won your spin. You got an entrance, so you get to pick which professional wrestler's entrance I get to do. So that's up to you completely, Darren. As soon as you tell me, I'll do the entrance and we'll get this going. Right now, Seth Rollins. Okay, that's not a bad one. I can do that one. All right. Let me just pull up Rollins' theme here. actually could probably just pull it off of here. Alright, so Seth Rollins. Let's see. We have that sorted strangely because okay. Alright, I got it here. Let me get it set up. Make sure this is good. Tilt it up a little bit. Alright. Here we go. Darren, this is the entrance that you won, so let's kick it off right. There you go. There's the entrance for you, Darren. Not tilted down enough. That's even worse. Tilted down too far. There we go. That's better. So. No problem, Darren. I do what I can. I provide different kinds of entertainment, so there we go. And I can get to some of the live chats. I'm a little behind, obviously. I didn't start with the live chat, but there we go. Seth Rollins' entrance right off the top. Like I said, the No DQ 24/7 Championship is on the line. A $5 or more super chat gets you the championship, the reigning champion. I'd like to apprise where the person who has the most super chats or has won the 24/7 title the most times, depending if they get rated two or more, like two or more reigns, they get to be the No DQ 24/7 champion, and they get a free spin out of it too. So let's do that. All right, let me get to the chat here. I'm a little behind, but here's what it is. Right now, Ken is the 24/7 champion. So Gary kicked off the chat. Hey, what's up, brother? Not much, Gary. Stomping Grounds is tonight. It should be a show. I'll see how good the show is when we get there. I don't know if it's going to be anything super special. Legends Gaming, he said Stomping Grounds isn't looking too good. We'll see. You know, Great Balls of Fire wasn't supposed to be that good, and it turned out to be an excellent show. So maybe the low expectations will actually help this show in retrospect. Tomas, I don't know how to say that. Milano? That's probably wrong. Hey, Greg, what's up, Tomas? CC Drink is back. Hi, how you doing? Vinny out of Touch McMahon. Hello, Greg. What's up, Vinny? How you doing? And I scrolled off. Vinny out of Touch McMahon. Greg, where the hell is Buddy Murphy, Aleister Black, Gargano, Robert Roode? Sick of WWE having so much talent and don't use them the right way. Buddy Murphy, I don't think has officially made his SmackDown debut. Aleister Black hasn't either. Gargano is still in NXT, and Robert Roode, who the hell knows? He was 24/7 champion briefly, but other than that, you haven't seen much of anything from him. Mike Nixon, Greg, who do you think will be the ref tonight? Well, on my official predictions, and I can't change them now because I got in trouble the last time I did predictions the day of the show. I said it was going to be either Bobby Lashley or Shane McMahon. I was going with somebody who does not have a match tonight. Corbin and Lashley have worked together, and Corbin and Shane just kind of makes sense. But I thought about it today. I was talking with a few people. I think it might be Charlotte. Because Charlotte and Becky have the feud, and that's just going to stick the screws to Rollins a little bit more. So I think that could be a possibility. Of course, I could be wrong. They could do something completely out of left field and surprise us all. But I don't want to rely on the surprise and be disappointed. So go with somebody who's a little more predictable. Let's see. Video touch McMahon. Yes, Ken. Could we see Cena as the referee? I doubt it. I doubt Corbin would pick Cena. It makes no sense, really, to pick a babyface. He's got to pick somebody who wants to give him the championship. Unless Cena comes back and turns heel, I heavily doubt it's going to be Cena. Legends Gaming says, I won't lie, this might be the first pay-per-view that I watched that's literally start to finish that is predictable. It very well may be. But you know what? The No DQ group wasn't completely solid on all their predictions either. So, I don't know. It might not be completely predictable. But we'll see. Yeah, Ken, I don't think Cena would be a good referee. I have been well, Gary. I'm really excited for this weekend. Like, not this weekend that we're currently in, but like next weekend. Because I'm doing my Luck of the Draw 10th anniversary show, which I'll show you guys the intro that I have for that. So I actually have that ready and queued up, whatever I need to show that if there's any like downtime in the stream. But I'm excited for that. I know Stomping Grounds is tonight, and we got wrestling throughout the week. But one of my separate passions is my game show, and I've been doing that game show for, hard to believe it's been a decade. It makes me feel really old, but it's pretty awesome. And I'm going to have a nice turnout, so I can't wait for that. Speaking of somebody who might actually be there, 42nd Street Matthew, how's it going, Greg? Not too bad, Matt. I hope to see you Saturday. I really do. You said you were going to take a bunch of pictures and like do a blog, and it'd be cool if you did like a little mini documentary about it too. Maybe I'm just like marking out for myself. Not a surprise. But I do hope to see you Saturday. That'd be cool. Mike Gonzalez, hey Greg, hey, how's it going, Mike? Getting ready for Stomping Grounds tonight. I don't want to like look at it like negatively, be like, oh, this is gonna be a terrible show. It's like just wait for the show to happen. Like something special may happen on this show. I'm not going to expect it to, but we can't go into every show like dreading it because then they'll meet our expectations. Be like, oh, of course, I knew it was going to be a terrible show. You're like, yeah, if you go into everything like moaning and groaning, it's gonna be terrible. And sure, yeah. Self-fulfilling prophecy. It's not that impressive. I got to work out so I can be an Adonis like Greg Cherry. Yeah, like Adrian Adonis. Have you seen this belly? Boston Punk with a couple super chats, $1 super chats. Appreciate it, Boston Punk. I just saw those now. I'm going through the live chat, so I didn't see those right away. Vinny Touch McMahon. Greg, what are your thoughts on Corbin choosing Stone Cold just to screw Corbin over in the end? Stone Cold has been special guest ref for big matches before. I doubt they give away an Austin appearance for this show. It seems way out of. And again, Austin's a babyface, so what benefit would that have for Corbin to hire a known babyface official? It makes no sense. He's going to choose somebody who's looking out for his interests. I expect like the ref to get knocked out at some point, and like a regular ref comes in and makes the count. So the special guest referee, I don't think it's going to play that big a factor. Even though I picked Corbin to win because of the referee, I don't think it's long term. I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. Real AC is back. Hello, hola, bonjour, guten tag, konnichiwa, ni hao, and I don't know that last one. Namaskar. I don't even know what language that is. How y'all doing? We're not doing too bad, Real AC. If you just joined us, you missed my Rollins entrance. You guys are talking about Lacey Evans possibly being the referee. She has a match with Becky Lynch. I doubt she pulled double duty, and there's no heat there with Lacey Evans. I know the feud's been going on a couple months. I think if they do a female referee, it'd be Charlotte, but we'll see. Gary, I'm patrolling tonight in the lovely city of Chicago, and it's so boring this afternoon. I decided to watch the best live stream on YouTube. Oh, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you spreading the word, too. We try to get as many people on the stream as we possibly can. Kevin Pineda, hey, Greg, first time watching live. That's awesome. Appreciate your viewership. Tyson Lennox, I'm not repeating that one. I have not seen any. I've heard about the Ricochet thing, like the leaked Ricochet stuff. I don't really want to delve into that. If you want to see it, go search for it on your own time. But okay. Chris Mays, at work right now. Hope you're having a good day. Been wearing a shirt during 205 Live Matters and NXT Party. Thanks again. I appreciate that, Chris Mays. Appreciate the support. Tomas, hey Greg, how many days are you into your reign? I believe I'm at 470. I have to check. Actually, I checked like late last night, but it might have been like just past midnight. But I believe I am at 470 even. I am, yeah, 470. And actually, speaking of that, this isn't Wrestling Trivia Challenge related, but I am entered into the Mark World Order King of the Marks tournament, which is essentially wrestling trivia. So I will go over there, probably wipe the floor with everybody, and become King of the Marks. That really shouldn't surprise anybody. There's only like one or two guys that I think could give me a challenge, but we'll see what happens. I'm sure if they watch this, they'll be like, "Oh, you think you're gonna beat us easily?" Yeah. I've been trivia challenge. I did a 60-man Iron Man match with Jeff and beat him by 3. We answered 100 questions and only missed 3 between us. So the knowledge is there. So I figured that was a cool thing. Mike Nixon, what about Lacey? Like I said earlier, I think Lacey Evans will only have her match and won't be involved in the main event at all. There's no point for her to. Boston Punk, YouTube gave me a few super chat credits, so here they come. I appreciate you spending that for this stream. Darren, hey Greg, was that clues that Aleister Black wants Bray Wyatt? Possibly. I mean, that would be an incredible feud, Bray Wyatt and Aleister Black. Especially if they let them go all out. It would be like one of those creepy, dark feuds. And I think it would do really well for both guys. Whether that's the direction they go, I think they save it for SummerSlam, which is still about a month and a half away. We'll see if that's the direction they do go. But they're going to have to start getting Black on TV to get his character familiarized once again with the WWE audience, because he hasn't wrestled since WrestleMania. So doing the promos and stuff helps, but you got to get the in-ring work too. Aleister Black is too good to be left out of the ring for this long. The Real IC, I'm sorry guys, I was too busy avoiding WWE programming, like a killer in a horror movie to even notice. 42nd Street Matthew, I'm trying to make it, man. The doc would be my plan if I can. That's awesome. So awesome. I really do hope you can make it. If you need the address or anything, it's in the Facebook group, which I think you're part of. Kurt, what about Charlotte being the ref? I did bring that up earlier. Charlotte is a good possibility to be the referee. She doesn't have a match tonight, and she has that history with Becky Lynch. So I think with them acknowledging Rollins and Lynch's relationship, that would be a smart move. Because she'll want to root for Corbin and help him win. So, what if the ref is Triple H? That would be interesting. I think Seth and Hunter have put their past behind them. I don't see Triple H being the referee either. There's no real point. Vinny had touch McMahon. Greg, it's a bold prediction, but I'm going with my gut saying Jon Moxley will be the ref. You know, it would have been funny, like, if Jon Moxley wasn't with AEW and New Japan and stuff, if he would have come back as WWE and had no clue who Dean Ambrose was. Like, everybody would know he used to be Dean Ambrose, now he's Jon Moxley, but he would have no clue who Dean Ambrose was. Like, people would keep bringing him out, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like, the character didn't exist to him or something. I don't know. I thought it would have been funny. Tomas, I'm going with JBL for the ref. There you go. That's a possibility. What else we got here? Curtis Butler. What if the ref is Ellsworth, Lesnar, Angle, Lashley, Wyatt, or Black? Those are all possibilities. My official predictions were Shane McMahon and Bobby Lashley. So we will see whether or not that's going to happen. Chris Mays, when will the new season of Trivia Challenge start? I've been talking with Aaron, trying to get Aaron to start that up again. Like I said, I'm going to be entered into a trivia tournament somewhere else. And I'll tweet the links out for you guys to listen to that podcast. So you'll be listening to that. But I'll be doing that in the interim. So I'll have a little bit more practice before I get to defending my championship again. Gary, what are your thoughts about AEW Fyter Fest coming up this Saturday? Will you be watching the show? It's free on Bleacher Report Live. I will not be watching the show, at least not live, because I have my 10th anniversary at Luck of the Draw. I planned this before AEW planned Fyter Fest, so Luck of the Draw is going to take precedence. And it's tough for me. I know it's AEW. I know it's going to be a good show, but my game show is going to take first priority over that. So, especially the 10-year. The Real IC. Can't wait for Fyter Fest. I hope it's a good show. I might check it out after the fact. Darren, hey Greg, Carla wants to know: Do you think Paige's team of Kyrie and Asuka will win the women's tag team titles? Very possible. I'm not sure when they're going to get a shot. I don't think they have a match tonight, which is weird because the Iconics are the women's tag team champions. They really should be defending the titles against more teams, but I don't know. Not enough room on the shows in the network era, really. Greg, what about Tommaso Ciampa main roster return as ref? It could work. The problem with Ciampa is he's not cleared for contact yet. He's cleared for non-contact stuff, so he can still work out and whatnot. But he's not cleared for actual anything in the ring. So I wouldn't even chance that. The White Sensation. It's going to be Paul Heyman as the special guest ref. That could work. That could actually really work because Heyman could count the fall for Rollins and then kick Rollins in the nuts, and then Lesnar comes in to cash in and let Heyman still wear the referee garb. So Mike Nixon, do you think Rollins and Corbin could produce a good match? They actually did at Super Showdown. I thought their match was great. Finish was a little weird, but kind of set up the match tonight. I really think it could be something special. I like Corbin. I've said this on the last few streams. I like Baron Corbin. But I think the whole special guest ref thing and not announcing it, I still think will lead to some intrigue in the main event, besides the fact that it's for the Universal Championship. So there you go. The real IC, I've been following wrestling, but I haven't been watching wrestling because of my other obsessions. I get it. I've been playing my game for like the last 2 months. Real IC. Also, Slammiversary is going to happen the week after Fyter Fest and a few days after the season premiere of Stranger Things. Well, there you go. Vinny Out of Touch with Band. The special guest rep is Vince Russo. Well, Virtue would pop hard if that was the case. So I've been talking a little bit about the 10th anniversary of my game show. And I wanted to show you guys, I haven't released this to anybody. I've been kind of holding back until I actually post the 10th anniversary show itself, which will require a lot of editing and a lot of time for me to edit. But I edited together a special 10th anniversary intro. So I want to have you guys check that out now, and I'll get back into the live chat. Don't forget, the 24/7 championship is still on the line. If you want to challenge for that, it's a $5 super chat or more. And obviously, a $10 super chat gets you a spin of the wheel, pence in, and it gets you the championship. So there you go. But here we go. I want to show you guys. Now, I want to preface this for those of you who don't actually know what Luck of the Draw is. Luck of the Draw is a game. It's basically if a poker game was held on Nickelodeon. And it's similar to Texas Hold'em Poker. The person who loses a hand receives some kind of punishment. Once they receive a certain amount of punishments, they're eliminated from the game. The last person standing is the winner. So this is all the games that I've played over the last, well, not all of the games, but a sample of the games I've been playing over the last 10 years. And there's going to be a fast part at the end, and I'll explain that. But with that said, I want to introduce you guys to a project that I've been working on. So here it is, the first time this has ever been shown to anybody else, the 10-year anniversary intro for my game show, Luck of the Draw. Here it is. I guess it would help if I actually had the video queued up. Ha! I'm a genius. And that was that. So, here's Butler. No green slime. There was green slime in there. Did I not click this? Should be back to the stream. There we go. Yeah, so that's my game show. It is quite messy. I've played it a couple times before. Um, and that little, like, quick thing of everybody at the end was every single player who's ever played the game. Just like a little short stint of it. It was tough to get everybody in there in the time, but it worked out beautifully. I'm working on it, Curtis. But yeah, there is green slime. I don't think there'll be green slime with the show. But now back to the wrestling part. If you listen to the Randy Savage Be a Man song, I've heard it once or twice. It's interesting. The rap on Hogan. I don't think I've ever listened to the whole album, but I have heard that one. Gary says, I agree that Impact has truly grown as a company. I mean, when they're producing such an amazing show. They easily have the best wrestling show on today. It's a horrible shame that they're on such a shit channel. So glad I get to support them on Twitch at least. Apparently, they're going to... I don't know if this was a rumor or something. They're supposed to actually find a... they're supposed to find a network soon. You realize the green slime. What is this, Nickelodeon? Well, just follow my YouTube channel. You'll see the show when it comes up sometime next week. Impact better than NXT? Hell no. I mean, I haven't seen Impact, like, full shows of it recently, but I don't know. I'd be willing to give it. It's so tough with as much wrestling as there is. I love wrestling, don't get me wrong, but it's tough to find time to watch all of it. Do you think the WCW Big Bang would have worked out? I don't even know what that is. You realize the NXT is the real WWE. It's what WWE, it's what the main roster should be. If they have that kind of storylines and that kind of great action behind it, man, WWE, everybody would enjoy watching WWE if NXT's production quality and storylines and matches were matched by the main roster. 42nd Street Matthew Conan has been hinting that a new channel is upcoming soon, so there you go. I thought I saw that yesterday. Where that specific channel is remains to be seen. So, we still have the 24/7 championship on the line. Ken is still a champion. Not a whole lot of reigns as far as that goes today. The WCW Big Bang was going to be the pay-per-view that reactivated the company after it went dark for a few months. This assuming Aaron Bischoff of Fusion Media got the company. Huh. That's kind of what I thought it was. I wasn't sure. It probably would have worked out better than the invasion angle, because the invasion angle was just garbage. Although it would have been much cooler if WCW was its own company, if they would have had crossovers with the WWE instead of what they actually did. Corbin to choose Vince himself as referee. I don't need to see Vince on TV anymore. I really don't. I realize, I said this before and I'll say it again, NXT is Rare and WWE is Microsoft. There you go. Impact trying to find a home. Homeless favorites. Well, I mean, they have a home on Twitch. I'm sure they're trying to find like an actual network instead. Styles as a ref. Big G! Big G is the new 24/7 champion. So congratulations, Big G. I'll mark your name down here on the championship list. the $10 super chat, and he gets a spin on top of it. So there you go. So Big G, here comes your spin. I'll have to actually look forward because I can't see what it is. So. This way. Karaoke. Okay. I think that's what it is. Yeah, karaoke. Right there. So, if you want to pick a song, or if you want to pick an artist for me, and I can pick the song, or if you just want me to pick it, I don't care. I got some karaoke that I can do. The real I say, no, Ken lost it. This is bullshit. I don't think I know the Street Profits entrance theme, like, completely. It doesn't have to be a wrestling theme. It can be, like, any song. That's the tough part about you guys picking the songs, because if I don't know it, then it's not going to be very good at all. Big G making two fences theme. 42nd Street Matthew. I'll let you pick more, Big G, or if you want to let me pick, I don't care. I like watching Impact on Twitch. Do you want me to pick a song? Okay. I'll read this comment first. $5 subscription a month, and we get to skip commercials and see fun stuff with Callis and random wrestlers answer questions. They also appear in the chats. That's kind of cool. Like an interactive wrestling show. That's kind of sweet. All right, let me see what I have as far as... where's my mouse? There we go. Let's see. Here's my karaoke lists. See if I can do any of these songs justice. One of mine got deleted. Two of mine got deleted. What the heck? There we go. This is probably a well-known song. I'm not sure if it's ever been used on WWE TV, but it's the song "It's Been a While" by Stain. I actually know this one, so let's try this one out. Since I met you, hold my hand on high. It's been a while since I first saw you. It's been a while since I could stand on my own two feet again. It's been a while since I could call you. That's it, all you see. Breaks it out. Strange myself beyond. Since I could say that I wasn't addicted, It's been a while since I've been saying myself as well. It's been a while since I've gone things up just like I always do. It's been a while, but all that shit seems to disappear when I'm with you. There's not that's it always. Consequences that always. Fuck things up. I must have feel this way. Just make this go away. Just one night is broken. It's been a while since I've looked at myself straight. It's been a while since I said I'm sorry. It's been a while since I've seen the way the candles light your face. It's been a while, but I can still remember just the way you taste. Good night. As it always seems to go this way. Play this song best to pray. It's been a while since I've been hold my head high. It's been a while since I said I'm sorry. I really should listen to these beforehand and be like, yeah, I can hit those. Otherwise, I knew So Far Away was used, Rift. Yeah, Mike, let me get to you in the comment. So, Greg, if you were booking WrestleMania for next year, what matches would you book and what would the main event be? That's a tough one. I don't know what I would want the main event to be. It's also a little early for me to pick that, but they've already blown through Rollins and AJ Styles on kind of a throwaway pay-per-view, so that's kind of annoying. Not now. Even if Rollins is still champion by then. You know what? I'd do Rollins versus Reigns, Universal Championship, with Reigns being the heel. That's what I would do. So Far Away was used for Foley's tribute in 2003. I knew Stain was used somewhere. I just wasn't sure. Chris Ross, amazing, Greg. My favorite song, too. Well, I appreciate that, Chris. I hope I did it justice, because I'm terrible. Curtis Butler. Yeah, it's been a while. Been a while since you had singing lessons. Yeah, I know. I'm not that great. I've accepted that. I realize it was... Maybe that's why it's so funny, because it's like listening to Jillian Hall sing. Carla, thanks, Aaron. Hope you're doing good too. So currently, right now, Big G is the No DQ 24/7 champion with his last super chat. So we've had 2 new champions as far as this goes. We had Ken kicking off the stream with a $5 super chat, and then we had Big G's with a $10. So we'll see if we can keep the championship reigns going here. I'm keeping track just in case it gets out of hand, Aaron. But there you go. Chris Butler. Next song is Cheap Sunglasses by ZZ Top. Probably not the ZZ Top song I'd choose, but I really need to look at, if I hit karaoke again, I'll be like, oh, son of a bitch. But I'd rather do a dance break or do an entrance. I would figure I'm better at those than I am at singing. Talked about doing, like, I keep joking every year when America's Got Talent comes by. It's like, yeah, you know, I should do comedy. I'd sing, but I'm terrible. I'd dance, but it's probably not that great. Comedy I might be able to do. But impressing people with my wrestling trivia knowledge probably is not $1 million talent. So Undertaker special guest ref. I don't think so. Greg, donate to yourself. You can be Cherry 2 Belts. Yeah, I totally could. But I actually might be Cherry 2 Belts. Oh, there we go. Chris Ross, Dead End Old, is the new No DQ 24/7 champion. $14.99. Interesting. So there you go. That's awesome. Thanks, Chris. We'll get you your spin here in just a second. So you win the championship and the spin. That's how that works. Let's get. So congratulations, Chris, on being the new champion. So here we go. Here is your spin. And let's see what you win here. Did that land on what I think it landed on? Yes, it did! Chris Ross, my brother, you just won a shirt. You won a shirt. We're giving away a shirt here. So you're donated the super chat. You're currently the No DQ 24/7 champion, and we give away a freaking shirt on here. Thank God they just lowered the shipping rates from the UK. So Chris, congratulations. You'll have to let me know your shirt size and all that stuff, and which shirt you won off my Pro Wrestling Tee store. But that's awesome. That is awesome. So congrats on that. I'll get you after the stream at some point, or you can just message me your address and all that stuff, and I'll get it sent off to Glasgow. So, Big Rocker John said Kurt Angle is going to be the ref. That's possible, but Corbin. Why would Corbin pick Angle? Corbin retired Angle. That would make no sense unless Kurt's going to somehow be like a heel figure on TV. So I guess we'll see what happens. But I don't know. The real IC, I almost never wanted to eat Burger King again thanks to the boob meals. I never had them. I have a very strict Burger King choices. Hey Greg, what do you think of Brock targeting and cashing on Kofi instead of Rollins? A lot of people are saying that's going to happen if Brock decides to go to SmackDown and become WWE champion. We'll see if that happens, and we'll see if Kofi's even champion by the time that happens. I still think Shane's going to beat Kofi, but that's just me. Everybody's congratulating Chris on winning the shirt. I mean, it's awesome. It's been a couple weeks since I've given away a shirt on the stream, so that is pretty sweet. So I'll make sure to get that off to you as soon as I can. I have a feeling I know which one you're gonna pick because I only have one black shirt on there, so I'm pretty sure that's the one you're gonna go with. I need to get Nat on here so she can win the shirt too. Shane McMahon becoming WWE champion is an omen. You know what? I've been wanting to see Shane be WWE champion for a long time. Is it a little overdue? Like, is it a little past the time where it should have happened? Yeah. But you know what? I'm going to take what I can get, because I would have been fine if, like, 55-year-old Roddy Piper would have won the WWE Championship, too. So, it is what it is. Oh, snap! Aaron Rift becomes the new No DQ 24/7 champion, pinning Chris Ross with a fruit roll-up. So Aaron gets a super chat. Aaron is the new No DQ 24/7 champion. So there we go. Aaron wins his own belt. Vince McMahon's himself. So there you go. And now Aaron, you get a spin here. So let's see what you get. Let's see what you get. Let's see what you get. If I could learn how to speak English, that'd be good. Here we go. What is that? It's dark font. I can't see it. Road Story. Actually, this has been changed to wrestling promo. So Rift is the current No DQ 24/7 champion, and you get to listen to me cut a wrestling promo about anything. And you actually wouldn't be the first bankrupt there, and I've had it happen once before. So you get to ask me to cut a promo on anything or anybody you want me to. That's what Road Story is now, because I don't have a whole lot of good ones. I wasn't in the business that long. 2020, or hindsight. But there you go. Aaron asked me to do a promo on anything, anybody, and I'll do it. Haha, Aaron Rift strikes again. Damn it, Aaron, says Curtis Butler. Aaron says, go Aaron, go Aaron. It's WrestleMania 18 up in here. Yes, we have seen quite a few title changes already, so that's pretty cool. And I think every stream has got to have title changes, as far as I'm concerned. The 24/7 championship will be on the line in all of my streams, just as it is in all of Aaron's streams. So there you go. Cut a promo on how much of... I had a feeling you were going to tell me to cut a promo on Virtue, so there you go. Okay. Cut a promo on how much of an asshole Virtue is for treating the Team No DQ members like marks. All right, here we go. Virtue, you know, you call everybody in the No DQ group marks. And I don't think it's just because we're wrestling fans. I don't think it's just because we see wrestling a little bit differently. Actually, you know what? I think it is because we see wrestling a little bit differently than you do. Because you believe you are right on everything. But I'll tell you what. If you were right on everything, you would be the No DQ Trivia Champion. You'd be the No DQ Predictions Champion because you would get all the predictions right. But you say that's below you or something. You think some championships that you can't win are below you. We're not below you. We're above you. That's why other people are champion and you're not. So Virtue, cut the crap. Because, believe it or not, you're just as big of a mark as the rest of us. So there you go. There's your promo. Cut a promo like handsome Jimmy Valiant. Mike Nixon says, Aaron, tell him to cut one on me. That, you know, cutting promos is one of the most fun parts I have about being in the wrestling business. It's really one of the most fun. Like, I didn't mind taking bumps. I didn't mind, like, doing all that stuff. I didn't mind looking like an idiot. I love talking to the mic, which is so strange because I'm not that kind of person, like, in real life. Like, I'm kind of shy and kind of reserved. I don't talk to people unless I know them. But, like, when you put a microphone in my hand and I'm standing in the ring, oh, it's heaven. There you go, Aaron. You got your promo. You got your soundbite. So there you go. Now he's got to like talk crap about me and be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, dude, I don't care. So there you go. Lots of different promos happening. I can even cut promos in the voice of Macho Man if you want me to do that. I just want to throw that out there now in case anybody decides they want to get another spin and become No DQ 24/7 champion. So we have 4 new champions this stream. Ken terminated by Google, Big G, Chris Ross, and Aaron Rift. Aaron is the current champion. Let's see if anybody's going to dethrone the boss. We should try and do that before. Greg, is there any WWE finisher you want someone to give you? What would it be? I want someone to give me. Huh. Honestly, it'd be cool to take the end of days because I love that finisher. So like, I kind of want to see how it feels. I hate face bumps too. Like, I hate face bumps, but I think that move would be cool. Another finisher that. This is tough. There's like a lot of good finishers. I'd like to take the rock bottom and the people's elbow. I think that's like obvious. I'd like to take a stunner too. I think I could. I think I could sell the stunner decently. RKO would be good. I wouldn't mind to take a lot of finishers. I will dethrone Airwolf with a $100 super chat only if Greg Cherry bans the role so I can remain champ for a month. I don't know if I have that power over the 24/7 championship. If Rift wants to ban the rule and use that $100 super chat, that means you become champion and you get 10 spins on top of that. That's up to Aaron. So, Bossman, that's your. The 24/7 championship is your baby, so that's your call. Did you listen to the Steve Austin podcast with Tony Khan, the owner of AEW? I haven't yet. I also haven't listened to the Talk is Jericho with SCU on it. I want to. Maybe next week. Okay. So, unfortunately, Vinny, he's not going to... I don't even know if I'm going to be doing a friggin' stream next week because Saturday's luck of the draw, and Sunday I'm going to be going to my nephew's birthday party, so I don't even know if I'm going to be able to stream next week. Damn it. Oh, snap! We got a new No DQ 24/7 champion, and his name is Noah Foster. What up, Noah? Congratulations. You are the new champion. So there you go. See, Riff, now you're probably all about the rule now that you're no longer champion. But here we go. We're going to get another spin here on the Wheel of Tencent, and let's see what it lands on. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Did I do that again? Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Hey, Noah, you're going to add another shirt of mine to your wardrobe. Wow. I love the 24/7 championship. That is incredible. Noah, I'm going to be sending you another shirt. This is incredible. This is the second time I've given away 2 shirts on my stream. We'll see if we give away any more, but wow. Yeah, that makes 3. You have to pick one that you don't have. Wow, that's awesome. Congrats, Noah. Reigns and shirts. Yeah, you're not the first one on the stream either. Wow. I'll tell you what, you guys get a good deal out of a $10 super chat and getting a shirt. Because those shirts cost about $25 shipped, and that's here in America. I'm probably going to spend about $30 on Chris because he's in freaking Scotland. Chase Games, I have no interest in Stomping Grounds. Even my brother forgot it was on today. Yeah, a lot of people do. I'm just going to watch it just because, it's on. I pay for the network, so I'm going to watch the stuff. If the network was free, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I can watch it later. But it's like, you know what? I pay for it to watch it live. I'll watch it live. Domestic Butler, what do you think the chances are of AJ being the ref tonight? Or is it going to be predictable to be Shane or Brock? I predicted Shane or Lashley. There's so many options out there that it could be. I'm not even going to speculate. I've made my predictions. I can't change them. I think Charlotte's a possibility too. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alex Gemini, rematch grounds. Yeah, there are a lot of rematches. There are a lot of rematches that are happening. One of them's in a steel cage, so that one may main event. I'm not sure if they're going to have the cage match main event or if they want to actually have the Universal one. Greg, my girl wants to smash, but I'd rather look at pics of Mandy Rose. Which offer will you take or put a Mandy Rose mask on her? I don't know what your girl looks like. I can't judge. I mean, Mandy Rose is very attractive, don't get me wrong, but putting a mask on seems like you want to have a girl for much longer. Just saying. So there you go. So we have, was it 5 new champions on the stream? That's pretty sweet. I won't watch Stomping Ground because I have to be up at 4 a.m. So just got to listen to Aaron's review. Yeah, that's probably your best option. And maybe win the 24/7 championship, which you can do here too. Eli Bands, what's up, bro? Is Bray Wyatt returning? Well, he's returning at some point. I don't know if it's going to be tonight. Some people thought he was going to be the referee. It seemed a little out of place for him to be the referee. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with Bray. Whether they're going to keep the creepy gimmick as a heel, or if he's going to have like bipolar, or I don't know what he's going to do. It kind of makes more sense that this Bray Wyatt would have fallen into like the Lake of Reincarnation and come out as this Bray Wyatt after he fell into the Lake of Reincarnation against Matt Hardy. But who knows? No, the review is going to be more entertaining than the show. That's definitely possible, especially because I love the interaction though with the 24/7 championship. I think it's awesome. I love that it's carrying over to this stream too, so people have their options. I went Bray versus Alistair. Let him in. The door is open. Yeah, that's another possibility. Mike Dixon. Greg, there are 4 moves I would take. Canadian Destroyer, Black Hole Slam, Sister Abigail, and the 3D. 3D I wouldn't mind. Canadian Destroyer is a flip pile driver, though. Would you really want to land on your head? Black Hole Slam actually might be fun to take. And Sister Abigail, okay. That's fine. Realizing I will not watch it in my house. I will not watch it with a mouse. I will not watch it here or there. I will not watch it everywhere. Darren Hayes, Greg, is Lars in hot water with management? I don't think so. He's hurt. Apparently he needs like major surgery, so he's going to be out for at least half a year. Curtis Butler, with the show with such low expectations, I wouldn't be surprised if you see some high performances on the pay-per-view. You know what? I said this about Great Balls of Fire too. It was a crap name. Nobody was looking forward to it, and it ended up being an excellent show. So maybe that's what we should do as fans: is go into WWE shows with low expectations and then be happy when they exceed it. The only problem is you can't see Rollins losing the title. I think it would be more interesting if you could possibly see him losing it. I want to see Corbin beat Rollins for the title, even if he loses it the next night on Raw. I think it would be cool to. I think it'd be cool to see. Yeah, they need to do something special with this pay-per-view. Stunner has to be the best finisher of all time. Probably one of the most iconic. I don't know whether it's the best or not. But the Stone Cold Stunner is definitely an iconic wrestling finisher. So Kevin Owens is doing it justice. Don Wooding, I'm personally so fed up with wrestling these days. I'm not going to SummerSlam to meet you guys at the No DQ event. Oh. You never know. Wrestling may pick up. But, that's your choice. I'm not going to. I don't think I'm going to. I won't be going to SummerSlam either unless I get some huge financial boost. So, which I am getting. Going back to one of my old companies from work. They're offering overtime, so I'm hoping to build up money to go to an event at some point. Hey, Greg, what's the creepiest promo you've ever seen? Okay, I can actually answer this one off the top of my head. Um, for you guys who were watching in 2004, Paul Heyman cut a promo on the concrete crypt, the thing that Paul Bearer was being buried in, and it legit terrified me because of how dark it was. Heyman's just so good in that way. I need to watch it again and see if I can find it to be like, oh man, just listening to him talk about the concrete crypt and the thought of Paul Bearer being buried in all that concrete is super creepy. And it's super dark. It's ugh. Thinking about it, it's like, man, that promo was. I was 18 at the time, or 17, 18 at the time. So I was like, I understood it a little more. Is I think even understanding it that much is like, wow, it's. Whew. Mike Dixon. I mean, I've taken worse bumps. I've done some backyard wrestling. I took a Rikishi driver off a roof through a table. Yeah, that would be a dangerous bump. Eli Bands, Mania 36. Bray Wyatt versus Aleister Black versus Orton for WWE Championship. Would you like to see that match? I didn't care for Bray Wyatt and Orton for the title at 33. So even with Aleister Black at it, I don't know if I would want to see that again. The problem with Bray and Orton was and it's the same problem Orton's had for title matches at Mania all the time. The build-up is good, the match is shit. He had that problem with Triple H at 25. He did it again with Bray at 33. And it's not a knock to Orton. Orton's ridiculously talented. I don't know what it is, though. Something just didn't click with either of those matches. And, you remember them as, ugh. Of course, 33 wasn't that great a Mania anyway. To be fair, neither was 25, and they were really saved by one match. Real IC, I saw a disturbing vignette featuring Mankind, and on the 8th day, God created me. It was probably around the time when he was first debuting. Noah says, who's the best promo today? Would you still say Paul? Paul Heyman definitely cuts great promos. I still love the New Day. They seem to have a little bit more freedom in their entertaining in their promos. But also, you look to NXT, and you look at guys like Adam Cole, and Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa, and you look at those guys. Shayna Baszler, even. Shayna Baszler's a good one, too. Just because she's so believable, and she's this cocky badass. I love Shayna Baszler. She's so good. Domestic Butler. I'd love to see AJ cost Rollins the title tonight, turning him heel and also bringing back the Bullet Club the night after on Raw. What do you think? That's possible. It'd be weird because Corbin is the one choosing the referee. So why would he choose AJ, especially since the last interaction they had, AJ slapped him in the face? Greg, can Walgreens print me off a Mandy Rose sticker to put on the back of my phone? Probably. Carla, carry on. Hey, Greg, who would be your top 5 Hall of Fame inductions? I'd love to put in Owen. That's honestly Owen and Pillman and Bulldog, 3 members of the Hart Foundation that aren't in the Hall of Fame that really should be. And obviously, Pillman's time in WWE wouldn't be Hall of Fame worthy because he was only there for maybe a year before he passed. But definitely his time at WCW with him being Flying Brian and being tag champs with Stone Cold, or Stunning Steve Austin, rather. So the 3 of them. I'd have to think of the other 2. There's so many options. I'd have to really think about who I'd want. Chris Butler says Samoa Joe on promos. Samoa Joe's an excellent choice too, especially if they let him talk. I mean, Samoa Joe's so good. Drew McIntyre, Miz, and Daniel Bryan on promos. Yeah, also good choices. It's weird how Mankind went from a sad, masochistic soul to a normal and not so masochistic guy. Maybe the merciless thrashing he suffered at King of the Ring '98 changed him. I still regret of mine that I wasn't able to go to that. My dad couldn't get tickets or something to the 98 King of the Ring. I was so bummed. And man, if I would have been able to go, I would have been able to say I was at the Hell in a Cell with Taker and Mankind. Alex Gemini, what would be your dream Money in the Bank ladder match? Finn Balor, Ricochet, Ziggler. Yeah, I would have to sit down and look at the roster and like pick them out. You guys ask me these questions, I don't have the roster in front of me to look because it'd be like, okay, I can pick this person over this person. Gargano would be another one. Adam Cole. Velveteen Dream. He's also great at promos too. Aleister Black. And just for shiggles, Baron Corbin. Noah, who should be the first legend or female to become 24/7 champ, and would they pin R-Truth? They'd probably have to pin R-Truth. I'm surprised Carmella hasn't taken the title from him. But how long would she hold the championship? Because you'd have to have like male and female interaction as far as the championship goes. Domestic Butler, if Edge never got injured, how many titles do you think he would have ended up with? Well, he ended up, if you don't include the hardcore title, with more than anybody in the history of the company. So he probably would have had a couple more. Whether it would have been tag titles or whether it would have been more world title reigns. I don't know. Greg, I feel like Bray Wyatt, new characters like Foley's Mankind. He's a good guy and a bad guy you don't want to mess with. Yeah, he's it's definitely got some Mick Foley-esque vibes in there. No, I mean Terry Runnels held the hardcore title for 7 seconds. That's true. Shortest reigning hardcore champion of all time. Ben Dawson said Aaron ripped his name. I don't even know if Aaron's still in the chat. He's not the No DQ 24/7 champion right now. It's still Noah. So if anybody wants to try and take the championship from Noah, they have a shot. They have another hour and 45 minutes to do it. Vinny, Greg, man, can you order me a Mandy Rose life-size cutout? I'm surprised they don't offer those on like WWE Shop. Because they used to have like those giant cutouts of wrestlers. I'm surprised they don't do that. Curtis Butler, Dream Money in the Bank, Finn, Andrade. I can't believe I forgot about Andrade. Ali would be good too. Matt Riddle and Ricochet. Airrift, I'm here just pouting about not being champ. Hey, you can become champ again. There's no rule that you can't become a 2-time or 3-time champ in here. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, Noah's the champ right now. Domestic Butler, favorite WCW, ECW, TNA, WWF, WWE moments of all time are. There's so many great moments. Like WCW would probably be the formation of the NWO. ECW would probably be Taz and Bigelow going through the ring. Not through the ramp, which they did that too. Through the ring. TNA, Christian becoming NWA World Heavyweight Champion. That was cool. WWF, Flair winning the Rumble. WWE, CM Punk winning the WWE Championship because Travis and I were watching that live together. And Money in the Bank 2011 is a great pay-per-view anyway. Yeah, like that was definitely worth the $50 we spent for it. Greg, I would like to see, this is from Eli Bands, I would like to see WWE bring back King of the Ring and help Austin and Hart and how it can help some new guys who aren't being used. You know, Aaron and I were actually talking about that yesterday on his stream, that King of the Ring be good to have back, especially in the network era. So I don't know why they don't bring it back. Curtis Butler, at least he has. I'm thinking about morals and not Morales. He's not Pinko Morales. Any more praise, I think there'll be a three-way around the world. So yeah, the No DQ 24/7 champion is still on the line. Yeah, I think he meant morals and not Morales. The No DQ 24/7 championship is still on the line through the duration of the stream. I don't know why he doesn't like tournaments. I mean, the Cruiserweight Classic was great. They've done 2 Mae Young Classic tournaments. I don't know. You ain't gotta love the keyboard. I love the Iron Man match, Steamboat versus Rude. Well, there you go. I don't know if that's a match I've seen before, but I'd definitely love to check that out. The two of them, Ricky Steamboat and Rick Rude. All right. So far, McDoherty, what's up? Not a whole lot's up. We've had 5 new No DQ 24/7 champions crowned. I've given away 2 shirts on this stream. Possibly more to come, depending on how many people want to challenge for the championship. Vince loves rematches, though. Yeah. Noah, what should be the next Iron Man match in WWE? I don't know. It makes me wonder, and I'm not blaming my own city. I'm not going to blame Pittsburgh for the fact that they did the countdown in the Iron Man match. I don't really know. I feel like the next Iron Man match should happen in NXT. Styles versus Rollins would be good in an Iron Man. I don't know if the main roster crowd would take it seriously. Because you had, Rollins and Ziggler in an Iron Man match, which was really good, but the crowd kind of took it out of it. Fun fact, there have been more Iron Man matches in Pittsburgh than any other city. $30 or 60 minutes. They haven't done a 60-minute one in a long time. I think the last one they did, if memory serves me correct, was Cena and Orton. I might be wrong on that. I was there for that one. Domestic Butler. When was the last time the weaker tag team partner in a tag team had the better career and surprised everyone? Probably Rollins. Everybody was thinking Ambrose or Reigns were going to be the big breakout guys in the Shield, and then Rollins. It's just insane. Yep, bragging rights. I was at Bragging Rights 2009, so I saw that Iron Man match. I saw Batista turn heel, too. Iron City, Iron Man matches. Well, Steel City, but yeah. Iron City beer. Supports Pittsburgh Dads. There you go. All right, see you, the Real IC. Thanks for joining us. Seth Rollins and Pete Dunne would be an interesting Iron Man also. Eli Band's threatening to take the 24/7 championship. You have the opportunity. You can get a spin off the wheel Pence end in the same breath there. See, I think that's something cool too, because not only do you win the 24/7 championship if you do a $10 or more super chat, not only do you win the title, you get to spin too. Who are some new factions you'd like to see, Warren? as I say, who are some new factions you would like to see who aren't being used? I wonder if they're going to do something with the Viking Raiders instead of put them on main event. Why bring them up if you're just going to use them on main event and not Raw? First of all, you changed the name of them to the Viking Experience the first day. It's like, who the hell are the Viking Experience? It's like, oh, the War Raiders. Why are they called the Viking Experience? I have a feeling like the way they're going to be used on the main roster, they're going to end up being like the High Roomers, which is ridiculous. But it is what it is. Domestic Butler, you always do a great job, Greg, on ODQ. I appreciate that. I try to give the entertainment for. I try to give the entertainment for that. Don't make sense by here. Logan joins her. Well, it's actually her husband. Yeah, it's possible that she could. I think they did a Viking wedding actually. No, Sarah Logan's the one married to, I believe, Ray Rowe. I believe it's Ray Rowe. Noah says, "I hope Sheamus is okay." Yeah, he's still hurt. And he also said, as far as faces, Rusev to go to NXT UK, Cedric back to 205 Live. Yeah, Cedric Alexander has done like nothing on Raw. Why'd they move him? And Sarah Logan back to NXT against Mia, Viking Raiders to NXT UK. Cesaro should get a world title opportunity. Well, hopefully they start using Cesaro as. I'd like to see a Cesaro and Strowman feud. Because I almost think Cesaro is stronger than Braun. I mean, he picked him up in that reverse torture rack on Raw like it was nothing. And he's done the neutralizer on Kali and Show, so. Excuse me, the Gotch neutralizer. So they did do the wedding on the WWE Performance Center channel. That's pretty cool. Eli Vance, how about Cedric Alexander and Apollo Crews be a tag team, and hell, let Lashley join them, and you got a stable? I mean, that's possible. What would you call them, though? Cedric and Apollo Crews have done nothing on the main roster. I mean, Cedric was Cruiserweight champion for a while. But as soon as he lost the championship, he just kind of like fell off the face of the earth. The thing I'll never see but wish to see a championship run for Robert Roode. Do you mean any singles championship? Because he was U.S. champion, tag champion, and 24/7 champion. Or are you talking about world championship? Ratnick, have they started giving away free tickets to the show tonight? I heard they started buy one, get two free. I know nothing about the ticket sales. Oh, that's terrible. I've heard nothing about the ticket sales for tonight. I'm sure they want to fill as many spots as they can. Be like, hey, and you know, it's a problem if they start doing the free tickets and they can't give those away. It's like that should be indicative of your problem if you can't give tickets away. WWE used to sell out arenas on a freaking weekly basis, and now you can't give tickets away. That should tell you something about your in-ring product. Like, I know you're making money on the deals, but you know what? You have AEW breathing down your necks. You got New Japan expanding. You have to step it up. You might not see New Japan as a threat, but guess what? They still dominate the Japanese wrestling scene. Darren, Greg, what do you think about a feud between Strowman and Lars Sullivan? We'll probably have it at WrestleMania if Lars is back by then. Oh, Curtis Butler. Okay. I got you. Darren G from the No DQ Galaxy. How's it going? We got 2 Darrens in the chat. Darren and my other brother, Darren. Eli Bands. I like a 205 live match, cruiserweights versus heavyweights. Yeah. As long as they have their opportunity. I mean, Ricochet's fighting heavyweights and not having any problem with it. Domestic Butler. How would you analyze Triple H's career? I've never met a fan, but you have to respect what he's done in NXT. Absolutely. As far as in-ring work, as far as some of the top storylines he was a part of, I mean, Triple H has done very well for himself in his wrestling career. He's been a part of a lot of big moments, multi-time champion. I think his career speaks for itself. But his work with NXT is by far one of the best things he's done. I love what he's done with NXT. Absolute legend. Yes, thank goodness for NXT. Glad to see you joining us, Darren G. Right now, Noah is the current No DQ 24/7 champion. We'll see if he maintains that championship reign till the end of the show, which the show ends at 6 o'clock, so we will see. And I'm giving away a free spin to whoever is champion the most times, and if there's a tie, whoever has donated the most super chats. Right now, actually, Chris Ross would be getting the free spin, so if anybody wants to step up above $14.99 as far as a super chat goes, you can earn a free spin as well. But we'll see. Aussie Bayram, what's up, Greg? How you doing? Not too bad. Just talking about giving away a free spin to whoever has the most 24/7 championship reigns this show, which of course is a $5 or more super chat. $10 or more super chat gets you a spin on the wheel and the championship, so you get kind of a double whammy there. When is Stomping Grounds? Tonight. Yeah, it's in about. The pre-show starts as soon as this ends, so I'm going for another hour and a half. Noah, either bands. Ascension definitely needs to go back down there and be revived. Sin Cara would add a nice dynamic against Humberto Carrillo. The Ascension, I forgot they're even still employed, honestly. Chris Butler, takeovers are special events. Main roster pay-per-views are routine and stock. You found a Manny Rose. It's 3,000K, so it's $3 million. That's ridiculous. You probably have a better chance to get with actual Manny Rose. For less than that. Moxley versus Joey Janela and Cody and Dustin against the Young Bucks. That's pretty sweet. I mean, that should be a good show, but like I said, I'm doing Luck of the Draw on Saturday, so I'll be busy all day, so I won't get to watch. I will not get to watch that live, unfortunately. But I'll still be having fun with the game. Nakamura and Rusev as a tag team. If they push it with Lana as a manager only, I can see that. And Janela Moxley should be insane. I unfortunately won't be able to watch Fyter Fest. I might be able to check out All Out. I don't know yet. I'll have to see. I know there's no Notre Dame football the same day as All Out. No, I have a great Luck of the Draw Saturday. I'm going to hope to. I'm hoping the weather holds out. I've been like obsessively checking, making sure it's not going to rain that day. I'm actually going to check it again. You can watch it later on in history. Well, I'll probably check it out later, but I won't be able to watch it live, is my point. Saturday. Scattered thunderstorms in the morning. I hope it clears up. I hope it doesn't rain Saturday. I mean, I'm still playing regardless, but I hope it doesn't rain Saturday. It'll make for a much more pleasant viewing experience if it doesn't rain. All Out looks great. Moxley versus Omega and Hangman versus Jericho for the title. Yeah. I hope I would like to get people together to watch All Out or go somewhere to watch All Out or something. Maybe get like a no DQ hangout or something, so we can go watch it at somebody's house. I don't know. No, it's been nothing here but rain and sun alternating. Poor farmers. Yeah. I mean, it's actually been consistently sunny here the last couple days, but I'm just hoping the rain holds off that particular day. Start of the Tag Team Championship Tournament and the reveal of the AEW Women's Championship. It should be a good time. Greg, is Vince really re-debuting the XFL? Yep, next year. Probably next year, March time frame. February, March, after the NFL season wraps up. I hope it does well this time around, because if it fails again, like maybe Vince should just like hang it up. Because he's put a ton of money into the XFL coming back. Maybe it'll be better this time around. Couldn't be much worse. Like WWE, is it so hard to build a good show? How about start a 205 Live match on SmackDown? Andrade versus Rusev, New Day versus Bryan and Roman, and Balor and Ali versus the Club. Yeah, I mean, you really could. I don't think 205 Live needs their own show. But, I mean, they do put on great matches. I would rather them, like, work in front of Full Sail than in front of the WWE crowds, because at least the Full Sail crowd appreciates it. Domestic Butler, would you make Raw 2 hours if you had the choice? Yes. I mean, think about how much they crammed into 2 hours back in the day. They crammed so much stuff into 2 hours, and it all made sense. Well, not all of it made sense. But it progressed stories and was able to do other things, and people got used. And it's possible to showcase people in a 2 hour show. We need to go to SmackDown maybe when the Fox deal comes. I've heard rumors too that that SmackDown's going to 3 hours too once they go to Fox. I don't know if that's true or not. We will see. Yes, agree. I wish it was immersed into Full Sail or given a period on SmackDown Live back when it was a more wrestling-based show. Yeah. I really think the Full Sail crowd would be appreciative of it. Think of the Cruiserweight Classic. It was held in Full Sail in front of that small crowd who were able to enjoy it more. Domestic Butler, what's currently better, TNA or Ring of Honor? If I consistently watched either, I'd be able to tell you, but I don't. I barely have enough time for WWE, honestly. I love wrestling, I love watching it, but I don't have enough time to sit down and watch all of it. I'm going to be starting working a job here. It's going to be 60 hours a week of work. I'll barely have time to breathe, let alone watch wrestling. If it's really going to be more sports focused, then I agree. I mean, they talked about that. Hey, Greg, what championship would you like to have in wrestling? Do you have a favorite? Any championship, really. I would love to make my mark and win any championship just to say, hey, I am a former WWE Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion, Tag Champion, whatever it's been. My name is in the history books as a champion in WWE history. That would be awesome to watch. Honestly, too, I wish they would go along with this. If I pitched them the idea, I'd be like, hey, I'll come to Pittsburgh. I'll win the 24/7 title off of Truth, and then he wins it right back. I don't know. But if I had to choose any championship in the history of WWE, I'd like the WWE Championship, the Wayne Eagle version. Or just win the WWE Championship now and revert it to the Roman. That would be fun. Instead of letting his failures be, Vince tries to fix them by relaunching them or do-overs of failed matches. I wouldn't be surprised if we would try and restart the WBF. Hey, as long as that means Raw gets the GoPro logos above them when they do their matches, that's fine with me. Kota versus Cedric is still my all-time favorite match from the CWC. That match was ridiculous. And, like, Ibushi was just kicking out of everything. Like, there was a spot where Cedric pinned him and Ibushi kicked out too, and then like immediately a kick. It's like you think that's a knockout kick, and then Ibushi still kicks out. It's a ridiculous match. I think that's what really helped Cedric Alexander get signed to WWE. Eli, if you want to do this wildcard rule, at least do something to make it interesting, or eliminate the wildcard rule. It's stupid. It's so bad. I know the wildcard rule is leading Alexa Bliss to face Bayley tonight, but it's so stupid. Wildcard rule is so dumb. I've said that week in and week out. I don't care for it. It makes the brand split seem less of a big deal. Do you really want to take? Do you really want to take a product which is not doing well creatively and water it down even more? That's the wildcard rule. So bad. Keep them off. Keep Raw guys off of SmackDown. Keep SmackDown guys off of Raw until Survivor Series, Rumble. That's it. No other reason that Superstar should be invading other shows. It apparently does. I mean, otherwise they unify all the titles. Maybe not all of them. All right, so Noah's been champion. Thank you. Yeah, I got it done Thursday, actually. But I like the short hair. So currently, Noah is still the No DQ 24/7 champion until somebody dethrones him. So if anybody wants to try and take the championship from Noah, it's a $5 or more super chat. You have that option. Or if you want the championship and a spin, $10 or more. Eli Bands, Greg, if you were a GM or a guy who does the character stuff for wrestlers like Matt Hardy, what would you do to help the Mojo Rawley character? I don't know if there's anything you could do to help the Mojo Rawley character. I know he just re-signed, but they put him on Raw one time, and apparently Vince gave up on him right away. It's like you gotta give guys a shot. I don't even know what his gimmick really is. He's got like that glass eye makeup. But I don't even know what his gimmick is. People need a gimmick if they're going to get over with a new personality. I don't know what I would do. I mean, the mirror thing was good for him, but did it really help him? I think it made it worse. Domestic Butler, who do you think should have won the Rumble if you could change one winner? I could change one winner of the Rumble. I don't think I would have had Del Rio win 2011, but the other championship match was Cena and Miz. It's like, I don't want Cena to win the Rumble again. He's already won it twice. I would probably... I don't know if I would have had Reigns win in 2015. Or if he did win in 2015, I would have booked that match way differently than I actually came across. because that was the worst booked Rumble of all time, 2015. There was no reason to eliminate Daniel Bryan halfway through the match. All right, see you, Noah. You might be champion by the time this thing ends, but we'll see. We just got one good promo. That was 2 years ago. One more than I thought he had. All right, so the 24/7 champion has left the chat. So this is your opportunity, guys. If you want the NoDQ 24/7 championship, if you want to spin off the wheel of Pensen, giving away 2 shirts so far. So that's pretty sweet. Yeah, later now. Rate Will Ospreay in your top 50. You know, I haven't seen enough of Ospreay's stuff to put him that high on my list. I need to watch more Will Ospreay stuff. I've heard he's excellent. But I don't know if I would put him in my top 50 if I haven't seen a lot of him. Carlo with a $15 super chat. Waited for Noah to leave, but we have a new No DQ 24/7 champion. I believe that actually overtakes Chris, too, as far as earning the free spin. So, new champion, Carla, congratulations. Oh, snap! Aaron dethrones Carla right away! Oh my gosh, that's sick! The Greg Cherry driver to Noah. Oh my gosh. Aaron, you actually become champion again. Those were back-to-back. I'm sorry, Carla. I mean, you still get the spin. You still get the spin. So does Aaron. But, wow. 2 quick title changes. So let's get the spins in order. Carla, you're first. Let's see if you have any luck with this. Here we go. Here's your spin, Carla. That truth time? Truth time, yes. So you're heading into your stream tonight as champ. So there you go. Carla, you can ask me any personal question, and I have to answer with the truth. And while you're thinking of that question, I might as well bring this back and give Aaron his spin. So here we go. Aaron, here's your spin as the 2-time champ. Karaoke again, okay. Karen says Carla is screaming. Yeah, that was rough. But Carla, you can think of your personal question. Aaron, I have Beatles songs if you want me to sing the Beatles. I might be able to do that justice as far as karaoke goes. So let me know what you want me to do. And Carla, I still await your personal question for me for truth time. All right. Curtis Butler, damn it, Rick, being a female, how wrong. Caitlyn should come in here and become champion just to take the title from her. That would be funny. So there you go. Eli Bands, the Battle of the Acapella, Michael Jackson or Freddie Mercury. That'd be interesting. I don't know if I would do acapella though. Did I put that down right? Yes, it was 2-time champ. I know, Carla, but Aaron got you like immediately after you posted yours, so you did get a reign as champion. Want to be? Oh, you're cool, Rift. the things I do for money, you know. Oh, brother. Okay, so. Let's see if I even know how to do this. Let's see if I can do it justice. Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna. What are you doing? Sorry, let's screw up. Really want to see this here. If you want my future, forget my past. If you want to get with me, better make it fast. Now don't waste it, my precious time. Get your act together, we could be just fine. I tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really want to see this here. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is. I won't be hasty. I'll give you a try. If you really love me, then I'll say goodbye. Yo, tell me what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really want to see it. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is. So good story from A to Z. You don't get the fee, you gotta listen carefully. You gotta listen to this, you gotta see your face. You gotta do like don't see you, gotta see you. Because it comes from you, the real one. I'm listening. Send your body down, and mind it all down. Send your body down, and mind it all down. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta slam your body down and wind it all down. Slam your body down and wind it all down. Slam your body down and wind it all down. Slam your body down and take it. If you wanna be my lover. Oh my. So there you go, there's that. I actually, sad thing is, I think I did that well, better than I did the Stain song, so there you go. Crying out loud. Alright. Alright, Carla's question. Do you get nervous doing your stream, and do you have any backup stuff to talk about? Sometimes I get nervous doing it. I get nervous when, like, there's not as much interaction with the chat, because I'm standing here and I'm just like sitting here like dead air and stuff like that. But when I have a lot of interaction, it makes it very easy for me. And some of the backup stuff I talk about, I usually just plug the other stuff I have going on. Like I plug Luck at the Draw. I've plugged that a few times during the course of this stream. You can check that out on my YouTube channel if you want. Yeah, I talk about my game shows. I can talk about football too. Like I'm sure when football season comes up, I'll talk about that too. It's not just limited to wrestling. Wrestling is a big discussion, obviously, on the channel because this is a wrestling channel. But I can talk about football, I can talk about baseball, I can talk about game shows, I can talk about video games and anything like that. Um, so, that's the answer to your question. Why have a women's tag division when you have like 3 teams? I don't know. They've really done the women's tag team championships a disservice. Granted, the Iconics are entertaining as hell, but as far as the actual championships, they're not doing a whole lot with them. Especially because you said they're going to carry it across all brands: Raw, SmackDown, NXT, NXT UK, and they haven't really done that. The Iconics were in NXT too. Give somebody down there a shot. I'm sure NXT would actually use them very well. Nick Doherty, I wonder if your wife can hear this. I don't know. If she's up here. She probably heard me and probably laughed at me. Domestic Butler. Which 3 wrestlers would you give an open mic to and not have a script? Let's see. I would really give an open mic to every wrestler, honestly. I hate the fact that wrestlers that have trouble with promos probably should be scripted a little bit more, but they got to that level for a reason. If they can't cut promos, that's on them. If they went through NXT, they have promo class. They should be able to have the ability to talk on the mic. If you can't talk on the mic, you're not going to do well unless you have somebody talking on the mic for you. But eventually, you're going to have to cut your own promos. So I wouldn't give scripts to anybody. I give them bullet points, stuff to talk about, but I would not give them a script. Eli Vance, where is Liv Morgan? I don't know. She's been wrestling on like dark matches or something against Ember Moon. I don't know where she is. And apparently she's still using the Riot Squad music, which is goofy. I wonder if they're not putting her on TV until they actually have music composed for her. Naomi knows where to find, and Carmel is helping our truth. Ember Moon is in the class reading books. So, yeah. Who wins, guys? Kenny Omega versus Stone Cold. In their prime. I'd like to see a street fight between the two of those. That would probably be awesome. I don't know who you give the edge to. Probably Austin. If we're talking wrestling ability, Omega. If we're talking like star power ability, Austin. Where's Ruby and Sarah? Sarah was just on main event against Dana Brooke and busted her open bad. Ruby, right? I don't know. Is Ruby injured? Yeah, poor Riot Squad. Split them up in the Superstar Shakeup, and then Morgan broke her toe. She was just wrestling, though. So. So we've crowned 7 champions total. Technically 6 because we crowned 1 champion twice. Aaron Rift is the current no DQ 24/7 champion. We'll see if anybody tries to dethrone him. But sorry your reign didn't last longer, Carla. Aaron kind of snaked it out there. Dana Brooke got to be injured by the accident on her nose. It's probably just. I don't think she was too hurt. No Charlotte on this card. That's why I suggested Charlotte could be the referee for Corbin and Rollins. The history with Becky's there, and Rollins is dating Becky, so why not? Ruby has shoulder surgery. Tell you what, the poor Riot Squad. The women's division is in rough shape. So many injuries. almost should call up a couple people from NXT to fill the void. But then what do you do when the injured people come back? It's kind of a nightmare situation. Mark Griffiths, do you think WWE will ever have a 6-man title? They don't need any more titles. They have plenty. The 24/7 championship was the only championship I felt needed to be added, or that I wanted to be added. Now that they have it, and it's entertaining as hell, you don't need any more championships. Eli Vance, Greg, what if Shayna is the referee? That could be interesting. Or you know what? What if it was Ronda? Just throwing that out there. Because Ronda and Becky still have their feud. Ronda might have felt cheated with her loss at WrestleMania, with her shoulder being up. But that would be an interesting swerve if Ronda Rousey was refereeing. Not that Shayna Baszler wouldn't be, but if Rousey was the referee. Because you know she wouldn't put up with any crap. I hope it's somebody that nobody expects. I really hope it's, like, I picked Lashley and Shane, but I hope it's somebody like completely out of left field that nobody saw coming. And somebody who wouldn't be a disappointment. Eli Vance, remember they need a female Brock in that Shayna. Ronda's hurt or having a baby, take a break. Cheapest he says John Moxley is rough. Yeah, unlikely. I mean, that would be a complete swerve, and that would actually prove Vince Russo correct, and that WWE and AEW were working together. 42nd Street Matthew, I just realized I've been bitching about EC3 being booked like garbage yet this week. EC3 is being booked like garbage, mission accomplished. Glad you got it out. Nikki Bella, I feel sorry for Hall of Fame in 2020. Yeah, Nikki Bella is can't compete anymore. She has like a cyst on her brain, which that's going to be rough. Hopefully she gets that taken care of. Darren, with a $10 super chat. Greg, who do you want Velveteen Dream to feud with in his main roster debut? Cena. Like, that feud's been teased forever. All right, Darren, who earned a free spin for this podcast through Aaron yesterday, has now become the No DQ 24/7 champion. So, Darren, here's your next spin, since you got your free one earlier. So, here we go. That is on. What is that on? Dance break. All right, so I got to bust a move. Mark Griffith, do you think WWE will ever have a 6-man title? I don't think so. I answered that question already. Yeah, I don't think they'll have a 6-man title. But like I said, there's no point in having one. They have too many titles. What should I dance to? Yeah, Riff, you lost your title. Ha. That's what you get for making me sing Spice Girls. I know I've done this before. I don't have many songs on the dance break things. But let me see if I can. I'm going to bust out the Too Cool dance again.
Good.
Yeah, okay. Freaking ads. Alright, so I'm going to bust out a dance. Make sure you back the camera up enough. Yeah, I'm going to. Hopefully the camera's up wide enough. Oh yeah, that's good. Alright, so here we go. Gotta bust out the old Too Cool dance. So here we go. I should have left the ad on the last couple seconds. Too Cool Dance. Whoops, there. There you go. So there you go. Too Cool Dance for the new DQ 24/7 champion. Thank you, Carla. Appreciate that. Oh, I just realized the bag of stuff is in the back. That's stuff for, yes, rest in peace, Brian Christopher, Grandmaster Sex A, and Rikishi and Scotty Too Hottie. Yep. I love doing that dance. If I had more room, I probably could have done the worm, but you gotta take Greg out to the club, baby. If I was a single guy, I'd probably be fine, but no need to. I'm married. But yeah, that's some of the stuff you can get. Like I've sang Spice Girls, and I've actually given away more shirts than I've done entrances this time, which is really weird. I normally have like 4 or 5 entrances. But congratulations, Darren, for being the current reigning, defending No DQ 24/7 champion. So we've had 8 title reigns so far. That's awesome. All right. Aaron, be cool. We can't dance to Beatles songs. Love them though. Hey, we probably danced to a couple Beatles songs. Just have to depend on which ones they chose. Eli Vance is asking for Dude Love. Hey, you gotta get a super chat. Yeah, I saw the series of the tweet from CNN to EC3. I don't think clubs are really her scene either, to be honest. Good times in the 2000s, the WWF was hip hop and fun to watch. I used to dance like Scotty Too Hottie. Now I can't. Like I said, I can probably do the worm if I had a little bit more room. And yeah, I know you guys like see the bags behind me. It's a little messy. That is purely stuff that I have bought for Luck of the Draw on Saturday. I think that's just game stuff too. So there's a lot that goes into the production of that game. Like I said, Darren is the current reigning No DQ 24/7 champion. Lots of good stuff on here. Dude Love 2.0. Yeah. Hey, you know, if somebody asked me to dance to the Dude Love song, if they trying to become champion again and get dance break, I'll do the Dude Love song. I don't care. Greg used to have the WWF 2 Cool classes. I don't think I did. Maybe we can get you to do the worm at your anniversary next week for video. Remind me before Saturday to get the 2 Cool music on there, and I'll bust that out before we actually play the game. If you get up here a little early before 2 o'clock, and as long as it's not raining, I think it'll be fun. Greg, what did you think of Demolition? I love Demolition. The theme song is awesome. I wish there was karaoke of the Demolition theme. I'd love to do that one. Here comes the axe. Here comes the smasher. Like, I'd love to do that. Oh, right. Still have to. Yeah, I knew you meant Demolition. I love Demolition. They were such a great tag team together. One of the best entrance themes of all time. Seriously, one of the best entrance themes of all time. I loved it. It's actually on my workout playlist too. can't get enough of it. I realize Vince cares about everybody in the WWF or WWE now, but now he's just lose. I dare you to do it for the chat room. I don't take dares, Darren. And you're the current champion, so, I mean, you can super chat again, but you're already champion. I wonder if that works. Like, do you now? Because that defeats the. I don't know. Somebody else, like, somebody tries to take the title from you and they land on it. Maybe they can request it. I don't know. But I'm sure at some point, if I need to look to see if it even exists on YouTube, because I'd like to find if it does exist, I'll probably bust it out. Because I'm giving away currently right now. What's up, Mark? I'm giving away a free spin, and right now Aaron has it because he's the only two-time champion. To whoever wins the 24/7 championship the most during the course of this stream. Demolition theme karaoke. Edge and Christian song was good. You think you know me? Yeah, I don't think there's a karaoke version of the Demolition theme. Which is sad because there really should be karaoke songs for WWE themes too. I don't know why, like, or like they should create them or something. I don't know. That'd be fun. So we got about 50 minutes to go. I don't know how Jim Johnson did. He have the No Chance in Hell with a Ministry? He probably just had the vocals of the song that he just extracted. Darren, you're a great sport, Greg. Thanks, bro. No problem. Hey, that's what I do. He probably extracted the voices from the audio clips because there's probably a lot of tracks they had to mix in as far as audio mixing goes, and he was just able to take the vocals out because it was a separate track and there's no actual music behind it, and he just mixed it in with the Ministry music that they made. They actually, I think, lowered the. I want to say lowered the tone. That's not the right word. Lowered the. It was like a lower note that the song was sang in. If you notice, if you listen to No Chance in Hell, it's a little bit higher as far as the voice goes. The notes are a little higher. And you listen to Ministry, it's like no chance. So that's what you got. But you listen to Ministry, it's like no chance. So that's what you got. It's lower. You can pick up on that if you have a good ear. I love explaining things because I'm so terrible at them. There you go. Right. So, we got Stomping Grounds. Pre-show starts for that in about 50 minutes. So you can check that out as soon as this stream is over. We have Aaron Rift is the only current two-time champion, so around 555 if he maintains that. And he's given $20. So if any of the former champions donate more than that, then they can overtake him as no DQ. If they can overtake him as no DQ trivia champion again, then they can probably win that free spin also. Hey Greg, I got a funny one for you. Do you remember Big Dick Johnson? If I won a promo on the wheel, could you do the dance? If I get another wheel spin, I can probably find the dance. I'm not stripping because I'm not sure Aaron wants that content on his channel, nor do I think anybody wants to see that. I could probably do the dance clothed, but if I got another wheel spin and did something like that, then yeah, I could probably do that. I'm pretty flexible as far as what I do on here. I don't care. You'll see that, crying out loud, I sang Spice Girls earlier. I clearly have no shame. Yeah, if I get another super chat and I get dance break or something like that, not a problem. It all depends on what the wheel spins. So far, I haven't hit a bankrupt in a long time. But Aaron thought he was going to be the first, which that would be funny. So far, I'm giving away shirts to Chris and Noah. Eli Bands, Greg, who do you think is losing their titles tonight? I do remember him, Darren. Yes, I do. As far as who's losing their titles tonight, I didn't think there would be too many, if any, title changes tonight. I kind of picked Corbin to beat Rollins just so I had a title change, but I found it very hard for any champion to lose tonight. Like, it seems way too early for Bayley to lose her title. I don't see Ziggler beating Kofi. I mean, it could happen, but I don't see it. What else is on the line? Is Finn even on this show? I don't even remember. U.S. title's on the line. I don't think Joe's losing to Ricochet. I don't see Becky losing to Lacey Evans. Eli Bands. Greg, I understand Seth is boring and no good on the mic and a boring character. I mean, I like watching Seth in the ring. Oh, Carla with another $10 super chat. Is now a two-time no DQ 24/7 champion and gets herself another spin. So here we go, Carla. Let's get your spin. And thank you for watching the stream. I try to bring this every time I stream. I try to bring this kind of excitement. So let's see what you got here. Here we go. I think it just went past the bankrupt, too. Road Story, so I get to cut a promo. I get to cut a promo. So, Carla, give me a person or a thing to cut a promo on, and I will do it. Just let me know. You almost hit bankrupt. So I'm glad you didn't. I really am. You're one spot away. Because I'm watching it. I actually have a preview on here to see, so you guys see what I'm seeing. But I also have the YouTube stream, which is like a few seconds behind. So there you go. Let me know what you want me to cut a promo on. And Carla, you've actually overtaken Aaron as far as money donated. So you currently lead that for the free spin, possibly at the end of the show. So we'll see. Do you want me to cut a promo on Vicky Guerrero? Or do you want me to cut a promo as Vicky Guerrero? Probably on would be better. I'm going to lose my voice if I try to cut a promo like Vicky. Aaron cut off the volume. He doesn't have control of that. He doesn't have the control of the settings. It's all controlled by me. As Vicky. Okay. What do you want me to cut a promo on though? As Vicky. Like, who do you want me to talk about? I can talk about anybody. I can talk about anything. Um, yeah, let me know. Let me know in the chat who you want me to talk about, and drink a little bit more water so I can get ready for the Vicky voice. You want me to cut a promo on The Rock? Okay. Here we go. Excuse me! I said excuse me! Rock, I didn't care for that song you sang about me. I do not dress like a hooker. I said excuse me! I am a classy woman. I represent the future of the WWE. Dolph Ziggler! That's all I got. I was trying to reference the Rock singing to her. Trying to sing that song to her. Eli Bands. Greg, who is Finn? Where's the IC title at? I don't know. But to be fair, I've been terrible about watching SmackDown lately. Yeah, that was my Vicky Guerrero impression, as much as I could possibly do. Way better was Savage. I think I've done a couple promos for ODQ. Absolutely, Carla, no problem. That's why I do it. I love the entertainment fact of this. It's not just wrestling discussion. It's not just discussion about my game. It's also Eli Bands, and we're gonna have Ziggler versus Edge, and Edge is not using a spear. There you go, classic 2011 stuff. So right now, we got about 40 minutes left in the stream. Carla is the current two-time ODQ 24/7 champion as far as this stream goes. I haven't done a spreadsheet or anything as far as if Aaron keeps track of all of them. I'm sure I could probably put it on a list who's been champion as many times. I have to watch through all the streams and whatnot. Curtis Butler, is Finn hurt and drunk? Cheap shot, I know. I don't know what his deal is. I don't know why Balor doesn't have a match, why he's not defending the Intercontinental title. But it also probably could be that Andrade has had such bad luck with his family. He lost his mom the day of Super Showdown, after his match, and then a week later lost his aunt. So it might not be Balor's fault. It might be that Andrade was going to face Balor, but he's had so many family deaths in the last couple of weeks that they don't want to put that kind of pressure on him, which is understandable. They can do it at another show. But, that would be my reasons for why Finn isn't in a match tonight. That's really the only reason I can think of. I mean, they probably could have shoehorned somebody else into a match, but they probably would have been like, there's really no point in just handing somebody an Intercontinental Championship match when there's no build, which wouldn't be the first time that they've done a match without build. But they probably don't want a title match on that level with no build. I'm sure Andrade will get a shot next month, if not at SummerSlam. So we'll see. Because Andrade has beaten Balor on TV. He beat him on Raw when he was supposed to go over to Raw, but I don't know. It was a weird situation. Charlotte must have used Cole to bring him back to SmackDown. And also Aleister Black went to SmackDown so he can be with his wife. As a later later. That would be my guess. So, let's see. We've had 9 championship changes as far as the 24/7 championship is concerned. That's exciting. I like doing the pre-pay-per-view ones. I like I mentioned earlier in the stream, I might not do a stream next week. New Day is fighting tonight. They are fighting Owens and Zayn. And Kofi, of course, is defending the title in the cage. But yeah, Xavier and Big E have a match against Owens and Zayn tonight. I don't think they've announced a pre-show match. I don't think they have. I don't know if they're going to, so that might be a good thing. But I might just pick one of the matches and throw it on that. That'll probably be that one, honestly. I'll throw it on that. But there you go. So let's see, 9 new champions. Anyway, good match when we saw that already. Yeah, we've seen it. I mean, what match haven't we seen tonight? It's hard too because when you have the split rosters, there's not as much unique matches that you can do because you're limited to who's on what roster. You're limited to who's on Raw. You're limited to who's on SmackDown. So you have to build feuds between those limited amount of people. And sometimes you can't. Does it help that? Excuse me. Does it help that they really aren't building the feuds? I don't know. Darren, Greg, when can you see the New Day split and who's going to turn on who? I don't know. People are saying tonight, people are saying that Big E is going to turn on Kofi because of his previous allegiance with Ziggler. That would make sense. But I have been saying it for a while now. I think it's going to be Woods that turns. It makes more sense to me for Xavier to turn and it be more of a shock than Big E because everybody's saying Big E's going to turn, Big E's going to turn, Big E's going to turn. Big E doesn't need to turn. Woods needs to turn. Because that seems like it would be a more personal reasoning for that. And I think it would break everybody's hearts more because everybody sees Xavier as like super loyal, super like a part of this group of the New Day. And you forget, Xavier was really the one to form the New Day to begin with. Because he went to Kofi and Big E to form the New Day. And then they became a stable. Virtue, what was this promo I hear of? Aaron paid me money to cut a promo on you earlier in the stream. That's the only reason I did it. 42nd Street Matthew, I think Big E would be best a solo guy. His size is perfect for a solo run. I don't disagree that he'd be a good solo guy. I just think I would like to see Woods be the one to turn because it's more reminiscent of Rollins being kind of lost in the shuffle of the Shield and turning on Ambrose and Reigns. So I see Woods doing it because he's really, since he's been out injured, Woods has really taken a brunt of the punishment for Kofi being the WWE champion. Eli Bands, Greg, if Liv Morgan getting a new theme, what song do you think will fit her character? I don't know, whatever CFOs produce. I'm sure it'll be something that they produce. It won't be like an actual song from the outside world. I don't know. I hope it's something good. I like Liv Morgan. She's got charisma. Eli, if Woods turns heel, get him a character at least and cut him off his dreads and get a cut and join Shane. He doesn't need to cut his hair. I don't think he needs like the haircut look. I think he would. I don't know if he'd like don a suit or something, but I see that there would be a lot of passion in Woods' promos. I mean, even if you just watch Up, Up, Down, Down and see how upset he gets, I can see him tapping into that for his heel promos. Because when he loses to Breeze in GM mode, which no spoilers, when he loses weeks to Breeze in GM mode, he gets really upset and he gets really defensive. But I think it would be good for him. I think Woods would be a great heel. He's a great character. He's going to be a great talker. And that might actually put him to the next level. Because everybody kind of sleeps on how good Xavier Woods actually is in the ring. He's fantastic. And he cuts promos like nobody's business. He's severely underrated. 42nd Street Matthew. Maybe Xavier could bring back Austin Creed. Consequences Creed with the doing the whole like American boxing tights and all that stuff in TNA. Curtis Butler. New Day makes too much merch for kids for that to happen. The 1834 demographic just hates or tired of them. I don't know. I still like the New Day, and I fall in that demographic. But I'm really for Woods turning on Kofi. If there was any time to break up the New Day, it would be over the WWE Championship. Because only one person can hold that. So there you go. Darren, hey Greg, where's Luke Harper? Catering? I mean, they don't use him. I don't think they're going to use him. Which is stupid. Let's release him from his contract. If you think he's going to be that big of a deal somewhere else, use him on your shows. Move him to NXT. Move him to somewhere where he can be used. Putting him in NXT might actually be very beneficial to him. Big Rocker Johnson, who should Aleister Black feud with? Everybody's saying Wyatt. And I think that's the way that they're going with it. Honestly, as long as he gets on TV, I'm fine. What's up, Caleb? If Bray Wyatt brings back the Wyatt family, no need. What wrestler would you like to see fit that group? There's no need. The Wyatt family has outlived its usefulness. Plus, Bray's new gimmick kind of killed off any potential that the Wyatt family reunion could have. Wonky 23. Brock Lesnar should cash in on Kofi. A lot of people have been saying that. I think Brock cashing in on the Universal Championship is fine. It just depends on when he does it. But a lot of people are saying Brock's going to cash in on Kofi when SmackDown makes their debut on Fox. Curtis Butler. I would rather that Big E leaves amicably or do a New Day triple threat for the title. The New Day triple threat for the championship, I would be okay with. In fact, I would be fine if that match main event of WrestleMania. Just do like a big respect match between them. Have maybe a little dissension in the build-up, and like make it personal that nobody believes in Xavier Woods. Everybody's thinking Big E's going to win or Kofi's going to retain. Make that be the WrestleMania main event. Have a lot of emotion involved in that match. I would be fine with that. Big Rocker Johnson, what do you see as SummerSlam's main events? I feel like Rollins is still going to be champion. I feel like Brock Lesnar is going to be involved in the title picture somehow. It might be Brock and Seth again at SummerSlam. Whether that's the cash-in or not, I don't know. Or if the cash-in already happened, then it's just a rematch. WWE Championship. WWE Championship might be Kofi versus one of the other members of New Day, if one of them turns. I don't know. I don't know where you can go from here. Eli says Orton versus Aleister Black, the main event. I'm sure it'd be an interesting match between the two of them. Whether that's, I doubt it would main event, especially if Aleister hasn't been on TV in months. I'd be fine for that being a match at SummerSlam to happen. I'd be fine with that. Kofi Kingston versus Buddy Murphy. Well, Buddy Murphy has to get back on TV. Last time we really saw him, besides his 24/7 segments, was losing the Cruiserweight title to Tony Nese. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys, got less than a half an hour in the stream. If you still want a chance to become New DQ 24/7 champion, you have that opportunity. Right now, for the free spin, Carla is still in the lead, and she's the current champion. So we'll see if that changes at all. Yeah, it's true, though. Orton versus Balor for the IC title. That would be interesting too, because Orton hasn't held the Intercontinental title in 15 years. He's only held the championship once. So that would, I'd be okay with that. Orton and Balor leads to a very interesting one-on-one match. Which match are you looking forward to tonight? Well, I would like to see the cage match between Kofi and Dolph. I'm interested in that match. I am interested in Rollins and Corbin to see who the referee is and to see if Corbin picks a referee who's going to help him win the Universal Championship. Eli Bands, I got a good idea. Harper versus Samoa Joe for the U.S. title on SummerSlam. That would be a really hard-hitting match. I'd like to see that. But I doubt they give Harper the time on TV, which sucks. Wonky23 says Joe versus Cena at SummerSlam. That would be good too. They were supposed to have a match at WrestleMania either this year or last year or something like that, and it just didn't line up. But I would like to see the Joe versus Cena match. I don't think they've ever faced each other one-on-one. Bring up this time at TNA or something. Yeah, I'd like to see him do something with Harper. I think they really should. I don't know what, but they should definitely do something with him. I think if anything, move him back to NXT. If Vince doesn't want him, Hunter will want him. Luke Harper came from NXT, so why not? Big Rocker Johnson, Joe versus Dominic. Dominic's apparently training to be a wrestler, but whether he gets his first big shot against Samoa Joe for the U.S. title remains to be seen. I don't know if a lot of people would care for him leapfrogging a bunch of people for a title opportunity, but Revival versus Ryder and Hawkins versus Usos versus AOP ladder match for the tag team titles. That would be cool to see a ladder match for the tag titles again. Plus, of course, they just did a fatal four-way ladder match for tag team titles in NXT, the one that the Street Profits won. I mean, I'd be okay with watching that. But I don't think they'll do it this soon, especially because they have TLC coming up later in the year. For SummerSlam, that'd probably be fine. I hope they give all the championships the time that they deserve. Really, I hope SummerSlam there's like 17 24/7 title changes. They just do a bunch of backstage segments and it's just a 24/7 championship change of heels. Big Rocker Johnson, you should review old pay-per-views. Funny you mentioned that. If you go to youtube.com/lookatthedraw, Jeff and I actually do watch-alongs to old pay-per-views. We actually just did the 2003 Insurrection UK pay-per-view. That was a good watch. So I actually do that. We reviewed ECW Hardcore Heaven 99 a couple weeks ago, and before that we reviewed the 2001 Invasion pay-per-view. So if you want to go check those out, go to youtube.com/lookatthedraw. Go subscribe over there. If you subscribe in the next half hour, you'll get a graphic popping up saying you subscribed. Go ahead and go do that. There you go. You get my old pay-per-view reviews. War Machine versus Bryan and Rome for the tag team titles at SummerSlam. Might as well. I mean, technically they're still on the Raw brand, but Wonky, they should unify the tag titles and women's titles since the brand split is basically dead with the wild card. I'd be fine if they unified the tag team titles, because that way you'd have more tag teams to challenge for them. But I hate the wild card rule anyway. Should they bring back Halloween Havoc, and if so, should it be a pay-per-view? They could bring back Halloween Havoc. I feel like WWE, if they did that, I know people didn't care for it when it happens, but they should do the spin the wheel, make a deal, which is basically Raw Roulette now. So they could do something like that for Halloween Havoc. Make it all gimmicky for late October instead of whatever pay-per-view is in October because nobody knows anymore. But I think they use that for Hell in a Cell, so that'd be fine if they did Halloween Havoc as a one-off. But I hope that wouldn't lead to like people being in costumes all the time. It's fine for an indie show to do like costume matches, but don't do that in WWE. The Wild Card Championship. There's already the 24/7 Championship, which crosses both brands. No need for the Wild Card Championship, which would basically be a TV championship anyway. The Straight Edge Savior, wishful thinking for tonight. EC3 as the ref screws Seth out of the title equals EC3 immediately becoming a strong main event heel. I mean, that would definitely build some credibility if EC3 ran in and countered the fall and screwed Seth out of the title. I mean, I'd be okay with that. Bring legitimacy to a completely out of the realm possibility of a character. I'd be fine with that. It probably definitely is wishful thinking, though. I don't think they'd bring EC3 from, like, lower card main event, the show main event, to the actual main event picture. But I really don't know. Like, there's so many questions going into who's going to be the official. And I think they're just going to keep it a surprise until the main event, where they reveal who it is. And I think it's going to be a complete swerve. Or at least I hope so. What gimmick match should they do more? The Championship Scramble. They haven't done one in 11 years. It was a great concept. It was a fun concept. But they only did 4, and they haven't done one in forever. I enjoyed that match. Why they haven't done it again, I'll never know. Probably Lashley. I actually picked Lashley to be the ref. Between Lashley and Shane were my 2 picks. But that's what I think. I would like to see it be somebody who, A, makes sense. It has to be a heel. It has to be somebody who's going to be a heel. Because Corbin is not going to pick a babyface referee. But I'm guessing it'll be Lashley. Like, I guess Lashley and Shane. Greg, you saw War Machine look at Brian and Rowan eye to eye. You see we do have good matches SummerSlam. That'd be fine. I'd like to see that. The problem is the War Machine, Viking Raiders, Viking Experience, whatever the War Raiders, whatever the hell they're called this week. They're technically on Raw, which again with the wild card rule, I guess it doesn't matter what show they're on. But I'd be fine with that if it got them a good run on SmackDown. But are they technically heels? That's the problem with WWE's booking. There's no consistency. There's no consistency whatsoever. It drives me nuts. It's like, are they babyfaces? Are they heels? Are they Alicia Foxing it this week? What are they doing? Like, Alicia Fox is one of those characters who gets used where she's needed. She's either a babyface one week, she's a heel the next week. You know, when they were actually using her on TV more. I really don't know. I really don't know. Wonky23, Shane McMahon will probably be the referee since we have to see him in every show nowadays. Like I said, Shane was my other pick. He's not booked in a match tonight, but he'll probably be on the show in some capacity. Eli, I don't like the wild card rule, but they need to make a good match. Stone Cold heel on Raw, heel on SmackDown. Would you want to see a heel Stone Cold again? 2001 made that seem like not a good idea. Yeah, I don't care for the wild card rule. But if you're going to use it, at least use it for something good. Which they're not. It's like the wild card rule is in full effect. Shut up. Nobody cares about the wild card rule. WWE is like, we're going to change everything and make things better. We're doing this to change things. 2 weeks later, they've already quit the new stuff. Well, here's the thing. When they make changes that suck, they keep them. At least lately. I wish they would. I wish they would stick to stuff longer than 2 weeks. If it's not working, they should pull the plug. They should realize that. Do people really care about the wildcard rule when it's the same superstars going back and forth on every show? It should be a surprise which superstars on. Mark Del Rio, what did you eat for lunch? I had Taco Bell, actually. It's pretty good. Got chicken for dinner, though. Chicken off the grill. It's going to be awesome. Gonna go down and grill right before the pay-per-view. Take care of that. Straight Edge Savior, who should or will beat the Iconics for the belts? I mean, it makes sense to me that would be the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi. But we'll see if that happens. It seems like there's more heel teams than babyface teams, so it seems like babyfaces need to be the champions. Just in my opinion. For his Street Matthew, they should just have the wild cards be the champions jumping between shows. Yes. Which would negate needing the Universal and the WWE Championship, but they could unify that and have the World Champion defend on both shows. The Iconics defend on both shows. The men's tag teams unify those and make them defend on both shows. Intercontinental and US, you don't need to unify them, honestly. The Women's Championships, unify and be on both shows. And 24/7, obviously, is both shows already, so there you go. That's the way it used to be in the brand split. Like in 2002, for the first few months, the Women's Championship was supposed to be on both shows. And the friggin' Undisputed title was on both shows until the Undisputed title was made exclusive to SmackDown. The Women's title was made exclusive to Raw, apparently, at some point. And then they brought the World title, and then SmackDown Women's Division had absolutely no point in existing for 6 years. Because they didn't get the Divas title until 2008. Seriously, 2002 to 2008 SmackDown Women's Division, there was no reason for it to exist. What were they fighting for? Why would they compete against each other? There was nothing for them to fight for. I don't know why it took them 6 years to realize that. Eli Vance, how about they unify the tag team titles and just have one tag team title? Well, if they did what Matt suggested and just have the wild cards, that's what they should do. They should unify championships that there are multiples of. So the World Championship, the Women's Championship, the Tag Team Championships. Unify all those. You'll clean up a lot of clutter and be like, okay, we know who the Tag Team Champions are because they're not two sets of them. We know who the World Champion is because there's only one of those. Intercontinental US, I'm fine with those two still existing because there's a lot of history between both belts. Obviously, the 24/7 championship. That's all they need, really. But when you're a wrestling trivia champion, like I am, you gotta know all that stuff. And sometimes it's exhausting. All right. So we only got a few minutes left. 5:55, I'm giving away a free spin. So right now it's Carla, because she's the current 24/7 champion, and she's given the most money. So 5:55 rolls around. I'll give her that spin. Vinny out of touch with McMahon. What time is the kickoff? It's at 6 o'clock, which is when I'm ending the stream. Could call to unify the bills. How many do they have now? Like 11 or 12? Well, let's see. Let's count them. Universal, United States, Women's Tag Team, Raw Tag Team, SmackDown Tag Team, Intercontinental, WWE Championship, 24/7 Championship, Raw Women's Title, SmackDown Women's Title. Did I cover it all? if you want me to go to NXT, then you have the NXT Championship, the North American Championship, the Tag Team Championships, the Women's Championship. You have the NXT UK title. You got the NXT UK Women's Championship. You got the NXT UK Tag Team titles. You got the Cruiserweight title also. So that's 18 championships in just the WWE company alone. Caleb Jacobs. Why watch Stomping Grounds? AEW on TNT. Well, AEW won't be on TNT for another couple months. So, and I watch Stomping Grounds because I pay for the network. So why wouldn't I watch it live? Straight Edge Savior. Raw Women's Division sucks right now. There's Becky, Lacey, and nobody else remotely credible enough to go for the title. Yeah. I mean, after this feud with Lacey ends, like they need somebody else to go after Becky. And if she returns, it should be Sasha. Like Sasha and Becky would have a hell of a feud. Vinny had Touch McMahon. Greg, what do you eat from Subway? Italian BMT is what I had the last time I went. It was delicious. So good. Straight Edge Savior. I forgot for a second who the Intercontinental Champ was. That title has been invisible. I mean, Balor has defended it too, but I don't think he's on the show tonight. Something changed. There's no heels to face Becky. Yeah, that's true. There's really nobody to face Becky. That's the problem. Greg, what do you eat from McDonald's? The chicken sandwiches. Personal preference. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know who you have face her after, because you don't want Charlotte to face Becky again. They've overdone that feud to the point of, okay, whatever. Is there really any point in continuing Becky Charlotte again? I know I suggested Charlotte being a referee for Rollins and Corbin tonight. AEW on TNT says the Caleb Jacobs experience. Eli Vance, if I was GM, would I end the brand split? If people were so insistent on the wildcard rule existing, you might as well end the brand split. Just book what you're going to book. And I personally think the brand split could work, but they need to keep them separated. They need to keep the shows separate if you're going to make the brand split work. You start making all these, like, SmackDown people could show up on Raw, Raw people could show up on SmackDown. People don't watch the show, so if they want to watch Raw Superstars, they watch Raw. If you want to watch SmackDown Superstars, you watch SmackDown. If you see them fly back and forth between each other, you don't need the brand split. That's my point. Have one, either have the brand split or don't have the brand split. The wildcard rule is stupid. Straight Edge Savior. Call up Shayna or the Horsewoman to face Becky at SummerSlam. That would be cool too. Shayna and Becky. I mean, I would call Shayna up as, like, still as NXT Women's Champion and have her face Becky, because she'd be like, I'm bored with all the competition in NXT. I don't feel like I have any competition left. I'm going to come up to Raw and challenge you and take that championship from me too. 42nd Street Matthew. I don't think the brand split is the worst thing ever. Just make it an actual split. Back when Paul Heyman was the head writer for SmackDown years ago, it was fantastic. It felt different from Raw. That's true. I remember how good SmackDown was when Paul Heyman was the head writer. No, I watch both and hope they get better. Well, no, I hate to break it to you, but you're like 4 champions back. Carla took the championship from you as soon as you left, and then Aaron like immediately took it back from her, and then Darren became champion, and Carla's the current champion. So you're like 4 champions back. Only a couple minutes here before I give away the free spin to see what happens, and only a couple minutes away. And Carla very well may get it and may end the streak as champion. We'll see. Yeah, you figure it. I mean, Aaron kind of sniped in there and took the championship for the second time. It is what it is. So I like the fact that the 24/7 championship has become a thing um, for the No DQ universe, or the No DQ galaxy, excuse me. Um, I like that's become a thing. It's definitely brought some interaction and some fun to the chat room, some more fun to the chat room as opposed to me just doing random stuff on here. But Stomping Grounds is tonight. I will be watching it, of course. And, you know, I hope it's a good show. I'm not going in with super high expectations, but I hope it's an enjoyable experience. I hope they make a good choice with the referee and not just like, seriously? Unless, of course, I get the point for it and win the NQ predictions title. And become Cherry 2 belts. But looking to become Cherry 3 belts as far as the King of the Marks go. And I do that tournament later this week. It's a busy week for me. Not only do I have Stomping Grounds tonight, I have my wrestling trivia match for the Mark World Order. I have that trivia match. I'm recording that Wednesday. I shouldn't say filming because it's a podcast. I'm recording that Wednesday. So I'm looking forward to that. And then, of course, I have my 10th anniversary game of Luck at the Draw happening this Saturday. You will be seeing that game on youtube.com/Luck at the Draw. So go check that out when I upload it. Go follow me on Twitter at PA Sensation. I'm getting my plugs in now before I end the stream. I've still got 5 minutes left, but we'll see. Darren, hey Greg, do you think Bray Wyatt will keep the Firefly Funhouse theme or go for something different? And will he wrestle with a mask? I'm not sure the answer to that, quite honestly. But I still think he should do something bipolar, like do the Firefly Funhouse theme come out as... It's almost like Finn Balor between him and the Demon. Like Bray's like this smiley, like happy person, and then like becomes super dark and wears the mask and stuff. We'll see what happens. If he can wrestle with the mask, that would be super creepy. We'll see if that happens. So it's after 5:55. So congratulations to Carla for winning the free spin as the current reigning No DQ 24/7 champion. So I will be giving you the free spin right here. Let's see if I can give away another shirt, or let's see what happens. So Carla, here is your free spin for being the biggest donator and the only other two-time 24/7 champion for this stream. Here we go. What I got? I got another good story. I got another promo to cut. Did it move on me? This is well as well. So I get to cut another promo. Carla, let me know what you want me to cut a promo as. Only got a couple minutes left, so let's try and get it in under the wire here. Someone still can become No DQ 24/7 champion. It's definitely possible, and I'll try and get as many spins as I can before I go off the air here. Carla, if you're still in the chat, let me know. Let me know what you want me to cut a promo on. But the 24/7 championship is on the line until the end of the stream. So we will see what happens as far as that goes. 3 minutes left. Straight Edge Savior, I just want to see Bray in the ring again. I'm going to bring him out at some point. It might be tonight. People are saying he's going to be the ref. It seems like, okay, you want me to be The Rock. Okay, who do you want me to cut a promo on? Let me know. Let me know who you want me to cut a promo on, Carla. I can cut a quick Rock promo for you. While you're typing it, I can do this. Finally, The Rock has come back to Pittsburgh. The Rock, the People's Champ, the most electrifying man in all of entertainment, has come to the No DQ Greg Cherry live stream, and all The Rock hears about is Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon, the $5, no, the $2, the $1, the pennies, nickels, dimes, and everything you have in your pocket, sluts. The Rock says this: you better take your Rudy Poo candy ass and take it out of The Rock's building before The Rock takes his size 14 boot, shines it up real nice, turns that sumbitch sideways, and sticks it straight up your candy ass. Back up from The Rock. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. So there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am ending the stream. Carla is the current No DQ 24/7 champion. And before we get any more super chats, I am ending the stream. Try to enjoy Stomping Grounds tonight. And that is it for me. Good night, everybody.